Hello and welcome to this pre-QRCA event interview. It's fantastic to be joined by Ilka Kuhagen. Ilka, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you don't really need an introduction, but for the sake of consistency, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi Jack, great, thank you for having me. My personal background in QRCA is that I'm a long-term member already. I've been on the board for 4 years, and since a couple of years I'm now co-chairing the international committee. We are trying to help our international members to be happy within QRCA, and we are also always interviewing potential scholarships, because we've got 2 scholarships for our conference in the US for international members to make it possible for qualitative researchers from other parts of the world to travel and to come to the US to come to our conference. And I'm involved in selecting these people, and it's a very exciting experience.
Okay, cool. And so you're here today to talk to us about why internationals should make the trip over to America. And so for us Europeans, why are we going over there?
Well, this question is not a question to me. There's no doubt how far or how expensive the trip is. That is definitely worthwhile as a qualitative researcher to go to the QRCA conference, because this is the conference for qualitative researchers. That's where you meet independent qualitative researchers, consultants who work around the world. It's not just US colleagues, it is international colleagues as well, who meet and share their experiences. And that's the place to learn about the latest and hottest new technologies, new methods, new experiences, and sit in small groups with your colleagues and share this experience.
Okay, great. And so if we can talk a little bit about the differences then between what we can expect at a European Qual conference and an American Qual conference.
Yes, there is a big difference. European conferences tend to be far more academic, which is very interesting as well. We have plenary sessions usually and learn from the gurus of the industry. Usually, there's hardly any qualitative only conference. Usually it's research conferences for qualitative and quantitative researchers. And the big difference to me is that the QRCA conference is dedicated to only qualitative, independent researchers. And we have a different style at QRCA for the conference. We have very few plenary sessions, and mainly smaller workshops where we have 2 to 4 different workshops to choose from. So it's not just one session, it is 4 sessions, and you really got to make a choice where to go and what is the most interesting to you, which is always quite hard. So I really recommend that you get prepared up front, that you read about the sessions and decide what you want to hear and see.
Okay, that's interesting. So do you see it a little bit more as a kind of visual and hands-on experience in comparison to a European conference?
Absolutely. As I said, we have got sessions with maybe 20 to 40, sometimes 60 max people, and we get to experience, it's not just a teaching, it is also an experience to learn about those new technologies. We try it out together, we really share thoughts, it's more of a discussion, more of a, well, everybody who has to add something can add to it, and it's an interesting way to take about the learnings if you really experience it and not just sit there and listen in a one-on-one speech.
Okay, absolutely. And so if we can just quickly talk about the social aspect of this amazing city that the QRCA has chosen to host this event, New Orleans. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I myself haven't been, so what can I expect?
Well, I've been there. I think 10 years ago we had a conference in New Orleans, and we had really big fun at the time. We did a parade, and all had costumes and got pearls and beads, and had a marching band that we followed through the city. That was fantastic. I'm not sure what the conference chairs have planned this year. I think we have got a bowling evening where we do bowling together. That will be fun as well, but I'm sure there's a lot of music, a lot of good food, and a lot of fun in this city.
Absolutely, and there's a separate interview, by the way, so anybody watching, look out for the other interview. I'll be talking to people about the things outside of the conference that are going to be going on after each day. So Ilka, thank you so much for joining me today. It's fantastic to hear that we all should be looking forward to New Orleans, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Looking forward to seeing you there as well. Bye.
Thank you, Ilka.